Alright, welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's get right into this one. So, rapper Quavo was aboard a Miami yacht during a alleged strong arm robbery. According to the details, it says Miami, Florida. Migos rapper Quavo was among a number of people on board a yacht when a strong arm robbery occurred on Sunday night, according to the Miami Beach Police Department. The police said that the incident was reported shortly after 9 p.m. According to the report, Quavo, whose real name is Quavius Kayate Marshall, and he's 32 years old, he was with a group of people on a yacht that was being rented. They were told that him and his people he was with, that their rental time on the yacht was running out and that the yacht needed to be returned to where they rented the yacht from. Carly Russell admits there was no kidnapping. Is a whole nother story. Police said that that's when two men, Cornell Whitfield, who was 39 years old from Texas, and Antene Warrenek, I don't know where the hell they got these names from, who's 32 years old, from Georgia. Allegedly, these two became extra aggressive towards the boat captain and the crew, and they started demanding a refund, right? The police report stated that the boat captain said Whitfield told him that if he turned around, he would kill him and throw him off the boat. The captain also told police that Whitfield removed the wallet from his pocket, which contained about $3,500 in cash, and his phone, before threatening another crew member. $3,500 is a whole lot of money to fit up in a wallet. I don't know what kind of wallet he was carrying. Must have been one of them man purses. Even if you put it all in hundreds, your wallet's going to have a problem bending to put that $3,500 in cash in a wallet. We talking about a wallet. But he said that's how much he had in the wallet. And I'm not doubting him. I'm just saying maybe the wallet was screaming. Anyhow, according to the police, Whitfield told the crew members that if the rental money didn't get returned, that he would kill him as well. That crew member then went to retrieve the money, about $5,000, from one of the rooms. Damn. So the owner of the boat was eventually contacted, and the owner of the boat notified law enforcement. Did y'all see how that went? Okay. So this ain't about Quavo, right? This sounds like it's about Quavo being in the company of a certain type of people, right? If you have a rental agreement with a rental company to rent a car, a yacht, whatever, let's say a car, because most of us have rented a car before from Enterprise or one of these rental Sixt or whatever rental car company, we might not have rented a yacht because our money ain't that big yet. Right? So you go and you rent a vehicle, a vessel. There is a date and a time that you should have that returned by, or else your contract will be null and void, right? And you will be in possession of a vehicle you ain't supposed to have, a stolen vehicle. Or in the process of you renting the vehicle, you could have made a simple phone call to the owner and say, hey, we need the yacht for a couple more hours. Or if it's a car, you'll say to Enterprise Rent a Car, hey, we're going to keep the car for another 2 days. The only thing they're going to say to you is, okay, that'll be an extra however much dollars that is. Should we still charge it to the same credit card that's on file? And all you do is you say yes and you continue with business and there's no problem. But this says, the police said that when the two men, Cornell White, listen, according to the report, Quavo was with a group of people on a yacht that was being rented. Now, first of all, y'all know damn well Quavo does not go anywhere by himself, right? He is Quavo. He is one part of the Migos, world famous, and y'all just seen how it went down. Rest in peace to Takeoff. But Quavo doesn't go by himself anywhere. But of course, people are trying to be very careful about how they put this information out there, because you could end up getting sued. You say the wrong thing about this man, and then it ends up being a defamation of his character and messes with his money. You understand? But you can read between the lines. The report says that he, Quavo, who they gave his whole damn name, Quavius Kayate Marshall, and even his age they gave. I don't know why, but it's in there. And says that he was with a group on a yacht, and the yacht was rented, and they, meaning the group, were told that their rental time was running out and that the boat needed to be returned. And the police said that two men out of that group, a 39-year-old and a 32-year-old, Cornell Whitfield and from Texas, and Antene Workene, 32, also from Georgia, allegedly those two became aggressive towards the boat captain and towards the crew members, and they demanded a refund. Oh, we need a refund for this right here. The police report states that the boat captain said that Whitfield told him that if he turned this damn boat around, I'm going to kill your ass and throw you overboard. The captain also told the police that Whitfield removed the wallet from his pocket, went into my pocket and took my damn wallet out, man. And I was scared. And my wallet had about $3,500 in it. And according to the police, Whitfield also told the crew members that if the rental money didn't get returned, that he would kill him as well, to that crew member. The crew member went to retrieve the money, which was about $5,000 from one of the rooms. The owner of the boat was eventually contacted, and the owner of the boat called the police. Now, based on the police report, the boat captain told officials that Whitfield, who was a part of the group that Quavo was with, followed the crew members to the room to retrieve the money. However, the crew member gave police a different damn story, saying he was not followed into the room. MBPD, Miami Beach Police Department, confirmed that while people were detained for questioning, no arrests were made due to the totality of the circumstances and conflicting statements from those who were on board. Everybody's story was not lining up. I don't know. People was probably on that boat, snorting lines, smoking big blunts off that high wazi bazi, and sipping a whole lot, or guzzling champagne and all that. And, you know, everybody's story was not, you know, when you drunk and you just talking loud as hell and everybody else around you drunk and talking loud too. And the police is the only one that's sober, trying to make sense of what the hell was being said. That's how it turned out. So, therefore, everybody got to go home. Nobody got held up. But I did see a video clip of Quavo standing there with his hands zip tied behind his back, while some girls were standing on the dock while he was on the boat, and they were talking stuff. You know, people saying stuff. Oh, there he go. Ain't that Quavo? Why he got his hands tied up behind his back? Did they arrest him? Oh, I guess he trying to be gangster. This is when trying to be gangster goes wrong, or something like that, right? That's what they were saying. It shall be noted that although two firearms were located at the scene, no threats were made with the firearms. No cameras were located on the boat that faced where the alleged incident took place. So they didn't even have any reports or anything to go off of. No cameras, nothing. The police department said all the individuals that were involved left the scene without an incident. But there is an investigation that is currently ongoing. Quavo is a member of the Grammy-nominated rap group Migos from suburban Atlanta. Last year, Migos rapper Takeoff, Quavo's nephew, was fatally shot outside a Houston bowling alley. And guess what? It was the same incident all over again. It was something that had to do with Quavo being in some type of an altercation. And then shortly after, gunshots were fired. And before we know it, we were mourning Takeoff. Yeah. Let me say this, man. And this is just my personal opinion. And y'all, please remember that on YouTube, those of us that do this, this is just our humble opinion. You understand? You could go to a million different channels and get a million different opinions from a million different content creators or YouTubers, right? My opinion is this, and I'm not trying to soil Takeoff, Migos, Quavo. I'm not trying to soil their brand or anybody's name in any way. But ever since what happened to Takeoff, first of all, let me say, I always thought that Take was the best one out of the group. Believe it or not, the Migos has 3 members. And of the 3 members, they all have their own group of fans across the world who thinks Quavo is the best one, who thinks Offset is the best one, who thinks that Rocket Man, otherwise called Takeoff, is the best one. I just so happen to be one of those people who have always thought, and I've followed this group from they first came on the scene, and I've always thought that Takeoff took off on every damn verse. And I could see the reason why they called him Takeoff. It fit perfectly. I thought he was the best one out of the group. No disrespect to the other 2. No disrespect to Quavo. No disrespect to Offset. But for me, it was Takeoff, right? So after what happened in Texas with Takeoff losing his life, for some reason, my spirit just don't sit right watching Quavo do anything. And I've tried. I've tried to watch his performance live. I've tried to listen to new music that's been put out. I've tried to look. I can't even look at dude for too long in a picture or any video clips or anything like that. And the reason for that, and I gotta be honest, man, the reason for that is because I feel some type of way. I feel like Takeoff was too young to pass away. We hadn't seen the fulfillment of his greatness. He had much more to give us. I'm not saying it was a sacrifice. I just feel within myself like it was a sacrifice. I'm not saying it was. It was an incident that took place. I'm not saying it was a sacrifice. It was some hood ninja shit when in a place where multimillionaires should not have been, in a company of people. It was like sheeps in the middle of wolves, right? They shouldn't have been there. I'm one of the main ones that said, listen, if you got all that money, go gamble where the rich people gamble at. You shouldn't be in the hood rolling dice with hood ninjas, right? Who don't even have 1% of what you have. You're a target, regardless. And dumb stuff is about to happen. And it did. But I kind of blame, not kind of, let me not beat around the bush. I still blame Quavo. I feel like if he hadn't been in any altercation, they wouldn't have been there. Hell, maybe if he hadn't even brought Takeoff there, they wouldn't have been there. Takeoff was so calm. He seemed like the type of person, and I don't know them personally, but I'm going to say this. He seemed like the type of person where if Quavo said, let's go to Mancha Mucho, he's like, all right, I'm with it. If Quavo said, okay, we not going to Mancha Mucho no more, let's go to Texaco, he like, okay, I'm with it. You know what I mean? He wasn't the type of person to bucket and be like, nah, I'm not going. And I don't like going because, you know, that kind of vibe is there or whatever. He's just a cool, calm, collected dude, just like we always saw him to be. And I felt like he lost his life because his uncle did some dumb shit and got him caught up in the middle of it. You know, and I don't feel like he's been remorseful enough. But I guess he got to put on a face for us and cry, but don't let the world see you cry type thing. So he's mourning behind the scenes for sure. However, every time we see him, he looks so unapologetic. And that just don't sit right with me. So seeing him here, caught up in another situation where he is on a boat or on a yacht that's being rented and they're telling them that your rental hours are coming to an end. The yacht needs to go back to the owner, and then allegedly Guns come into play. People's wallets getting lifted out their pocket. The captain of the boat gets threatened to get killed and thrown overboard if he turns it around. All kinds of madness is going on. And then by the time they get back to shore, everything is squashed. No videotapes of anything. No cameras. Nothing. It's weird. It's weird. And my message to Quavo is, I don't know how the ins and outs of this story goes, but ever since you lost Takeoff, man, there's a bad omen hanging over. And I don't know, maybe you feel guilty. Maybe you feel like he got to live recklessly now, or just live like he don't care now because he lost like somebody that was so close, and that was a big loss. I don't know what to think. But I'm just hoping that he start moving differently. I actually want him to start moving bougie. You understand? Move like you the dude with millions of dollars. Move like you the rap star turned rock star kind of person. Move with proper security. Stop moving with a bag of hood ninjas. Move with and reckless people around you. Stop moving like that. Because ain't no more Takeoff to get killed. The next person is going to be you. I'm just saying. Anyhow, y'all leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. It's Hot Topics TV. I'm out. Peace.